Are the 2025 Denver Broncos the biggest frauds in all of sports right now? Let's talk about it. Now, I don't want to come off here and seem biased because, let's talk about how the Broncos got to 10-2, see where they came from, look at all the close games that they had in the past, and really see if they're real contenders or not. So let's talk about the obvious here. The Broncos are tied for the best record in the NFL with the Patriots, who are playing right now as I'm watching their game. Oh, that was a pretty good pass. Hopefully the Patriots lose this game because, I want the Broncos to have the best record in the NFL. But a lot of people have been saying on social media that the Broncos are frauds, that they should be like 5 and like 7 or something like that. They should not be as good as that they are right now. I personally think that this was no surprise for me. I told everyone before the season that the Broncos were going to make a big push, and they're really showing it right now. Now, I told like literally everyone that the Broncos are going to be like Super Bowl contenders. We're going to make a big push in the playoffs, and everyone thought I was crazy, but now look at where we are. Obviously we're like more than halfway into the season, but there's always could be a possibility that we can make it to the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh, wait, Drake May's throwing dimes right now. Anyways, I'm getting a little sidetracked. Yeah, it looks like Patriots might be 11-2 after this game, because the Giants, we almost lost to them, which we will get into in a second. But yeah, I think Bo Nix has been playing decent, I should say. I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback in the league. And I really love Bo Nix. I think he's a great player, great person, all that stuff. But I feel like, there's some stuff that he needs to work on. Now, I'm no, NFL player. I'm not no coach. I'm not like any of those stuff. This is just from what I can see. And I do know football. I do watch ball. So you guys can't say that I don't have ball knowledge, because I do. But, Bo Nix, when he's in the pocket, I feel like he's better throwing when he's outside the pocket rather than when he's in the pocket. We have one of the best O-lines in the league, so that makes absolutely no sense that, he's not pressured or anything like that. So, I don't know, man. It's just his reads are a little off. Like, I saw some clips where he would leave, like, someone wide open. I saw in the last game. I saw in the Commanders game, where it was like I think an RPO. He threw a screen, but like I guess someone was wide open in front of him. I can't remember who. I think it was like Adam Troutman or something. But he needs to work on his reads a little bit more, I feel like. And yeah, I just feel like he can improve on that. I feel like he can improve really on his decision making, of course. And yeah, I think his deep ball accuracy needs to improve a little bit more as well. But I think all that being said, I think that's pretty much what he needs to work on. All the rest of the players, J.K. Dobbins is obviously out. He couldn't make a return this year. If we do make it to the playoffs, I feel like he can definitely return. RJ Harvey been playing really good. He had like 60 yards and like 2 touchdowns last game. So that's pretty good for a backup running back. But yeah, I think the rest of the team, they've been playing pretty good. Our wide receivers could play a little bit better, I feel like. O-line playing good. D-line obviously best in the league. We lead the league in sacks. But although we do lead the NFL in sacks, we didn't bring that much pressure to the Commanders last game. I don't know why. The Commanders, they have a pretty good O-line. They have Laramie Tunsil. They have Tyler Biadasz or Biadasz. I don't know how you say his name, but they have pretty good O-linemen. We have the best D-line in the league, like I said. So we need to bring a little bit more pressure, I feel like. Secondary is probably the weakest part right now. We just got Patrick Surtain back. He's been playing pretty good. I don't think he's a top 5 corner in the league right now, so to speak. But definitely, if he's like 100% healthy, he's playing to the best of his capabilities, he's definitely a top 5 corner, top 3. Secondary, Riley Moss, huge liability in the deep ball. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks, like I can tell before the play even starts when it's a one-on-one. Riley Moss is, pressing a little bit, and it's like an elite wide receiver like Debo. Like I saw with Debo Samuel, Riley Moss gets beat like almost every single play when it's a deep ball. I don't know why. Fumble. Yeah, Riley Moss, I feel like he can definitely play better. He's always having those PIs. He leads the league in PIs, I'm pretty sure. He's just, you gotta stop doing that, man, because every single quarterback knows that. And if they keep throwing the ball to you, you're obviously gonna, grab, tug, it happens. I get it, but you can't do it every single play, and you cannot get beat every single play. So I hope that improves. And other than that, Talanoa Hufanga, great tackler. You know, our safeties could play a little bit better in zone, a little bit. But I think that's all that I need to say about the overall team. You know, Willet's obviously playing really good, top 3 kicker in the league. Jeremy Crawshaw, he has a few bad games, few good games. But yeah, that's it for the Broncos. Now let's look at the games. Okay, really quick, I'm just gonna go down the list, you know, talk about all our wins, give a little bit of feedback. It's not gonna take too long, it's gonna be really quick. And then yesterday we won 27-26 and we beat the Washington Commanders. And it was a very, very close game. This was probably the closest game I have watched yet because it was so close, you know, went to overtime. There were so many plays that, like, there's so many flags. Marcus Mariota, he played his heart out, but unfortunately, man, you know, it's about winning or losing at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter how good you play. If you lose, you lose. So next week we play the Raiders. Should be a pretty easy game. Hopefully we don't play like how we did last time. They're 2-10, so should be a pretty easy game. Then we versus the Packers, who are a pretty decent team. They have a good pass rush. They have like Micah Parsons. Offense is pretty alright. They have Jordan Love, like Dontavian Wicks, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, those guys. Also Matthew Golden, which I haven't seen him do a lot this year. I don't even think he has a touchdown at all. So we'll see how he plays. Then we versus the Jags. Jags are like the 3rd or 4th team best. The 3rd team in the AFC, that's the best. Then we versus the Chiefs, and then we versus the Chargers. So really quick, I'm gonna give you the list on who I think is gonna win. No bias, all facts. Raiders versus Broncos. Broncos are winning that game. I think we have a. I think we're. I feel like we're just gonna win this game. I feel like we're not gonna mess around like how we did last time. We're definitely gonna win this game. I have no doubt about that. I don't know how we're gonna win. It could go to overtime. It could be by 1 point. It could be by 40. I don't know, but I do know that we're gonna win this game. There's no way that we lose. Packers versus Broncos. Now this could go either way, but I feel like the way that we've been playing the last like 9 games, I don't think we're gonna lose this game either. Our O-line is so good, so I don't think Micah Parsons is gonna get like 2 sacks or anything like that. He might get 1, but he's not gonna get like 2 or 3. Their offense, our defense should hold them down. I don't see anything about that unless like Riley Moss gets like 5 PIs that game and they score points on all that. I feel like we're gonna win that game. Jags versus Broncos, really, really close game. I feel like the Jags are really good. Jags are pretty good. They destroyed the Chargers like 2 weeks ago, so that was really interesting. They don't have Travis Hunter this year. He got injured. Trevor Lawrence, we'll see how he plays. He's kind of a hit or miss. Sorry, I'm a little sick, guys. I've been for like the past few days. Broncos versus Chiefs. Now I feel like the Chiefs could win this game. I feel like it will be a split. This game will be on Christmas, so I guess we'll see what happens, honestly, because Chiefs, I feel like, you know, the way that they're playing right now, they have to win like all the games to make it to the playoffs, seems like. So yeah, they're definitely gonna play their heart out. We're gonna play our heart out. We'll see who comes out who comes out on top. Pause. But I feel like it could go either way. So I don't have a pick for that. And then last game of the season, Chargers versus Broncos. Broncos are winning this game. I don't think Chargers are gonna win this game. If we get swept by the Chargers, that would be really, really interesting, and I'll be really mad. But I don't think we're gonna be swept by them. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the 2025 NFL season for the Denver Broncos. We're gonna finish off 15-2 or 14-3, depending on the Chiefs game. But yeah, I feel like, in conclusion, the Broncos, I feel like they do, you know, they could, like, with all the close games, they could have definitely like lost a few, but you know, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. But you know, if you look at all the fourth quarters, Bo Nix plays his absolute best. I don't know what happens to him. He just plays like prime Tom Brady. So I don't know, if he keeps playing like that, we're gonna keep winning those games. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I'm sorry, I don't know if I explained everything correctly. This is my first time making like an analysis video like this, other than like the Warriors one. But speaking of the Warriors games, I don't know if I'm gonna do all the games this season. Warriors are not doing very well, guys. I'm not making the videos because they suck or anything like that. But I just, you know, it's hard, man. It's hard balancing school and like Warriors games we play every 2 minutes, you know. So yeah, the Warriors, man, they are 8th in the Western Conference. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll do in the playoffs. I'm not sure. I feel like that's very doable, or like in the mid-season, or like, you know, I don't know. But I'm glad you guys stayed to the end of this video, and if you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this, and more gaming videos, more like these type of videos. But like, you know, I might do like anime videos, I might do like more sports, MMA, regular, just like random videos, I think. So it's gonna be a lot of weird stuff, a lot of random stuff on this channel. And you know, Broncos country, we out.